In the past couple of years, I've done a couple videos that relate to acoustic electric guitars. In the first one, I used a PRS hollow body that has a piezo pickup. And in the most recent one, I used a PRS Silver Sky to see if we could emulate an acoustic guitar. The takeaway on that one was that, you could probably use the Silver Sky for a couple songs and get away with an acoustic sound in a band situation, but it absolutely would not work in the singer-songwriter context. For that, you either need an acoustic guitar that's being mic'd or an acoustic electric guitar with, more than likely, a piezo pickup in it. We all know that an acoustic guitar that has a piezo pickup is awfully convenient, but we also know that it doesn't really sound much like an acoustic guitar. There are lots of singer-songwriters out there who just use the acoustic with the piezo and they get by just fine. But if you're a little fussier and you want to sound more like an acoustic, you are going to have to work harder or smarter, or maybe a little bit more of both. So I bought some D'Addario, or you guys say D'Addario, whatever, 1253s, Ernie Ball Earthwood 1152s, and a set of D'Addario 1047s. And we'll try each set and see how they sound. I also made a new preset that uses commercial acoustic guitar IRs from 3 Sigma Audio, specifically for the Gibson J50 and the Martin D45. I tried that free Taylor 314 IR again, but right now I just cannot dial a good tone in with it. So for this test, I'm going to use the Martin D45 IR. Besides the in and out blocks, this preset uses 6 blocks: looper, comp, cab, graphic EQ, real-time analyzer, and reverb. I recorded a riff using the looper while the guitar had the 1253s installed. Then I worked with the graphic EQ and my QSC PA system to dial in a balanced acoustic tone, because I'm hoping to use this for some live gigging sometime in the future. I used the real-time analyzer block to make sure that no frequency was sounding out louder than the others. Now, I'm not actually expecting this guitar to sound like a Martin D45, but let's see what some different strings can do as far as sound and playability. I'm going to start off with a fresh set of 12s, and I'm going to do some strumming, and I'm going to do some finger picking. Then I'll change to the 11s, I'll do more strumming, more finger picking, and finally I'll switch to the 10s, do some more strumming, do some more finger picking. Okay, here's the 1253s. So these are brand new strings, and I'm telling you, to me, they feel like steel cables. Now, it's been over 10 years since I've played acoustic on a regular basis, but I find it hard to believe that this is the gauge that I used back then. My poor hands are really having a hard time with them, especially the finger picking. All right, let's go to the 1152s. Now, the 11s felt more like the strings that I used to use back in the day. I'm going to still have to woodshed to get my skills back, but yeah, I can work with these. Okay, Let's wrap it up with the 1047s. Well, there is absolutely no doubt that the 1047s are the easiest set to play. I mean, my fingers aren't sore, and the finger picking, while it was still kind of rough, I think I made it through. But is the tone there, though? That I'm not sure of. I think I might have to work some more with the graphic EQ block to add a little bit more body to the sound. So we'll see if I'm going to stay with the 10s, but right now the 11s really feel like I could work with them. But if I can work with the 10s, oh, my fingers would be so happy. Well, I thought that was a decent, simple little test. It wasn't terribly scientific, but you know, once you find the string gauge that you like, then you can try strings from different manufacturers, different formulations, and drill down and even get something that feels even better. So what was your overall favorite? Drop me a line in the comments and let me know. I'm really curious to find out what you guys like or don't like. All right, next week we'll be going back to the factory for another preset of the week. Now, you don't want to miss that, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.